Should you cut off contact with family members just because they are voting for Donald Trump? Yes. If so far they have not been able or willing to listen to compassion, to listen to kindness, to listen to you, or even to do their own research and discover that hatred's not the answer, that love and kindness is the answer, if they are unwilling to change, they must experience consequences.
Oh man, do you smell what's cooking right now? Do you really smell that right now? We are weeks away from the next president being elected. With that being said, we're about to dive into black voters voicing their opinion in regards to Trump and Harris. Let's see how this is about to play out. Again, if you like reactions like this, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. One more thing, disclaimer. They are not here to save you or me. I don't care which party it is. So with that being said, be mindful. Very mindful. Do not allow them to split us up. Right now, we the people are not united, all right? This is supposed to be the United States of America, but we are very divided. With that being said, let's see how this is about to play out.
I ain't never heard of them being racist prior to running for president. That's just me though. I mean, because any two ways you look at it, the man won his presidency without the black vote. What he need it for? What he need us for? Tell me what he need me for. He don't need me. But for some reason, he always get up on that stage talking about how low black unemployment is. Because he legitimately cares. You never heard Obama get on stage talking about black unemployment. He couldn't. Because under his first 2 years with a Democratic Congress, it doubled. Black unemployment under Barack Obama doubled. How many of y'all know that? It doubled. It literally doubled. It went from 8% to 16%. How you get around that and no media say nothing about that? But Donald Trump, getting it to the lowest it's ever been recorded, like I said, he don't need us. He does not need the black vote. The black vote didn't put him in office. The black vote ain't going to take him out of office. But the fact that he gets up there on them stages every chance he get and tells us how we are doing, because I ain't going to say that. We too crazy to realize it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do that. He ain't got to get up there when he was running for president. He didn't have to get out there talking about, what do you have to lose? Vote for me. He didn't have to do that. But he did. And we grateful that he did. You know, it's some smart folks out there that happen to be darker skinned like me. You just got to find them. See, a lot of them scared to say something because they scared somebody going to say something back to me. I'm a step. What's up? You got something to say about Donald Trump? What? I ain't got no MAGA hat. My damn head too damn big to be trying to wear a MAGA hat. So I can't wear no MAGA hat out nowhere. But I got a MAGA sweater in there that I wear. I wore it to work. Nobody said nothing. I'm a big old bitch. They better not say nothing.
And now we got Dr. Umar Johnson voicing his opinion. We know people are very on the fence when it comes to him, but just hear him out. Remember, sometimes in life, you are supposed to pay attention to the message, not the messenger. A lot of us get stuck on the messenger and disregard the message, and we get into our feelings and our emotions. You got to step back from that right there. Think clearly, think critically. Understand what I mean? Check this out.
Black people may go Republican in November. Number one, I think they're finally getting disenchanted with the Democrats. I think it's finally beginning to seep in. I think a lot of the analyses that are being made by black political thinkers, including myself, I think black people are really starting to see that we've been had. I mean, to have voted this way for 90 years and got nothing out of it, it's time for a change of some sort. That's number one. Number two, I think a lot of black people are attracted to Donald Trump's unapologetic disposition. He's very unapologetic. He don't go off cue cards. Completely different from Barack Obama and Joe Biden. You follow me?
I'm not gonna lie, this guy right here has a super valid point. This is something like Weekend at Bernie's when it came to Biden, you understand? I'll let him explain it a little bit better than I am, alright? Check this out.
Black people are gonna save America from Joe Biden.
Think so? Okay.
We got tricked. He's Weekend at Bernie's, bro. You literally re-upped on the most racist practice in America, gun control. As the black people started buying more guns than ever, you said, we're going to send you to jail for 10 years. Fortunately, the Supreme Court was like, what? You are bugging. You speak to black people as if you literally own them. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. What type of fucking... It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's the level of entitlement and audacity. Mind you, you're the same guy that crafted the criminal legislation, to send many of these black men to jail in the first place. Black people are gonna have to save America from Joe Biden.
Not for nothing, she couldn't have said it better. She took all the words out of my mouth. You understand what I mean? And I don't even gotta say no Diddy to that. But listen, check out what she's about to say right here. Remember, we have so many people in the United States that's still on the fence, undecided, don't know who they're gonna vote for. Check this out.
If Kamala Harris wins the 2024 presidency, then the economic depression that was meant for Donald Trump will fall to her administration. And so this is a message for you educated liberals and progressives who somehow missed what's obvious about the economy. We can't afford to be progressive anymore. Like, we printed money, right? We opened borders, flooded the census, which indirectly impacted the cost of living to rise. That's why you can't afford anything. We could not afford to fund Ukraine for your democracy. We could not afford to fund Iran either, but we are. We're spurring World War III. We can't afford to do that, but we are. So here's my point. If you want to focus and fixate on Kamala Harris's genitals and her brown skin, I hope you understand political strategy is making a fool out of you. You see, it's Donald Trump that's supposed to take all the blame for the incoming economic depression. Now that you want to support Kamala Harris at the rate that you're supporting her, that guarantees that she's going to inherit it, and that guarantees that you're going to be going through a depression as an economy together while under her administration. And she just showed you that she's incompetent. She showed you, look at her resume on the border. She showed you that her Marxist subscriptions make her incompetent. They disqualify her from being the leader of the country. And now I'll tell you Republicans and you independents something. I want you to take a fine look at a thought experiment that's just right there. If you pay attention, it's right there in front of your eyes. If you put Donald Trump in the White House, he will be on the end of coups, impeachments. He will take the blame for an economic downturn. This is all to mean that you have to ask yourself, whose administration do you want to be under as you're going through a depression? The depression is very real. It's coming. And it's going to be very scary. And it's going to expose that the same systems that we're trying to abolish and bring down right now are the same systems we're dependent upon. And so I guess in a bid to just stand on the business I stand on when it comes to national divorce, because strategically, the establishment has made a fool out of us. And we're also dealing with liberals and progressives who absolutely 100% show that they sacrifice everything for their ideology. You know, good for them, I guess. But at the end of the day, we have no business sharing a union from this moment forward. If you actually let Kamala Harris ascend to the White House and make a move to secede from the union, you have to make that your fight. You can actually make her presidency moot in your state. You can cut off the policies that travel from the White House to a state near you. You'd be safer going through a depression without Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is going to be focused on taking your guns. She's going to be focused on all the stuff that women generally are, all the feelings stuff. Meanwhile, you're going to see an age where you have to protect your resources and your food and your families and yourselves. Do you want Kamala Harris to be the chief and commander? If you do, listen up. And this is not to be vulgar, but I hope her genitalia and her melanin and her strong black queen energy gets you through the economic depression that was meant to fall on Donald Trump's lap. Congrats, you got played.
With that being said, listen, if you like reactions like this, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. This was a wild one. I have some more coming through on the way. Don't forget, if you like reactions like this and you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or X, formerly known as Twitter. See you in the next one.